Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve A-Levels Pure Mathematics Paper 1 in a session October-November 2022 Paper 1-3. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, solve the equation for theta is between 0 to 180 degree. So this is in cos, so let me convert this into cos. So 8 sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta plus 6 cos theta plus 1 equals to 0. So this is 8 minus 8 cos square theta plus 6 cos theta plus 1 equals to 0. And we have negative 8 cos square theta plus 6 cos theta, and 8 plus 1 is 9 equals to 0. Right. Now let me factorize this. Okay, negative 8 times 9 is minus 72, and we have 6 times 12 is 72, and we can say 12 minus 6, which is 6. Right, let me break the midterm. Minus 8 cos square theta plus 12 cos theta minus 6 cos theta plus 9, this is equals to 0. Now let me take 4 and cos theta common. So minus 2 cos theta plus 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, now next let me take 3 common, positive 3, which is minus 2 cos theta plus 3 equals to 0. So the factors are 4 cos theta plus 3 and minus 2 cos theta plus 3. This is equals to 0. Right, now let me put both the factors separately equals to 0. So from here we can say 4 cos theta plus 3, this is equals to 0, and cos theta, this is equals to negative 3 by 4. And from the second, minus 2 cos theta plus 3, this is equals to 0, and from here cos theta, this would be equals to 3 by 2. So we have to shift the 3 on the other side. It becomes minus 3, and minus 3 and minus 2 is cancelled, and dividing by 2, right? Okay, so here cos is negative and here cos is positive. So according to the cast rule, cos is positive in first and fourth quadrant and negative in second and third quadrant. So from here we can say theta is cos inverse of 3 by 4. And it should be in degrees because the domain is in degrees. So let me calculate. My calculator is in radians. Let me convert it into degree first and calculate cos inverse of 3 by 4, which is theta is equals to 41.41 degrees. Okay, now cos is negative in second and fourth quadrant. So now let me calculate the value for the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. For second quadrant, we have to do pi minus theta, or 180 minus theta, which is equals to 138.6 degrees. Right. Okay, and for the for third quadrant, cos is positive in negative in third. Yes. For third quadrant, we have to do theta pi plus theta, which is 180 plus 41.41, which is equals to 221.41. So here theta and theta is 221.41 degrees. Right. Now for the second case, we have theta is cos inverse of 3 by 2. This is positive. Now let me calculate cos inverse 3 by 2, and this is undefined. Okay, so we have only two values of theta, that is 138 and 221. But as you can see, the theta values must lies between 0 and 180 degree. So the only value of theta is this lies in the domain. This is outside the domain. So we can say that theta is 138.6 degrees. That belongs to 0 is less than theta is less than 180 degree. Right. Question number 2. The function f is defined by f of x is a quadratic function for x is less than -3. Part A, express f of x in the form of -2 times x plus a whole square plus b, where a and b are integers. Okay, so if I have -2x square minus 8x minus 13. Right, let me take -2 common from the first and the second term. So we have x square plus 4x and minus 13 stays the same. Then we have -2 into x square plus 4x. Now in the next step, taking the coefficient of x, dividing by 2 and take its whole square. So this is equals to 4 divides 2 is 2 and 2 square is 4. So we have to add and subtract 4 inside the bracket. So plus 4 and minus 4. And minus 13 is outside. Now we have -2 combining the first three terms, x square plus 4x plus 4, -2 times -4 and -13. So -2 times -4. Now here complete the square. You have x plus 2 whole square, and this is positive. 2 times 4 is 8 and negative of 13. So this is -2 x plus 2 whole square, and 8 minus 13 is -5. So here the a value is 2 and b value is -5. Right. Now for part B, find the range of the function. The domain of the function we have given that x values are less than -3. So the values that are less than -3 are -4, -5 up to -infinity. Now let me find the function value at -3. So -2 times -3 whole square minus 8 times -3 minus 13. Let me calculate this. -3 square is 9 and -2 times 9 is 18, and plus 8 times 3 and -13. This is -7. Okay, now let me substitute the function value at -infinity, because less than -3 values are -4 to -infinity, right? So -2 times -infinity whole square minus 8 times -infinity minus 13. So here we have -infinity square is positive infinity, and positive infinity times -infinity square is infinity square. Its time with a negative number is negative of infinity, and negative times negative, this would be positive of infinity, and negative of 13. So this is infinity square. So the answer is, again, we can say in terms of negative of infinity. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, when the domain is x values are less than -3, what is the range? The resulting value is -7 to -infinity. So we can say that the range of f of x is all the values that are less than -3, because -7 to -infinity, these are the values that are less than -7. We are not using equality because at -3 there is no equality. Now for part C, find an expression for f inverse of x, right? So we have to put y equals to f of x -2x square minus 8x minus 13. Then x would be equals to -2y square minus 8y and minus 13. Wait, let me use the vertex form of this function, right? We can say y equals to -2 into x plus 2 whole square minus 5. Then we have to switch the variables. So x would be equals to -2 y plus 2 whole square minus 5. This would be easy to find the inverse function. Okay, solving for x, so x, shifting the 5 plus 5 and dividing by -2, this would be equals to y plus 2 whole square, right? Okay, now we have to do the square root on both sides. So y plus 2, this would be equals to plus minus square root x plus 5 over -2, and shifting the 2 on the other side, so we can say y, or this is f inverse of x. F inverse of x, this would be equals to -2 plus minus square root x plus 5 with a negative sign over 2. This is f inverse of x. Question number 3, part A. Find the first 3 terms in the ascending powers of x of the expansion of this. Just first 3 terms we have to open. The first term is 1 power 5 plus 5c1. 1 power is 4 and 2x power in 2x plus 5c2. 1 power is 3 and 2x square. This is the first 3 terms. This 1 power 5 is 1 plus, what is 5c1? 5c1. This is 5. This is 1 times 2x plus 5c2 is 10. 1 cube is 1. 2 square is 4x square. Right. So here we have 1 plus 10x plus 40x square. So these are the first 3 terms up to so on. Right. Now moving to B part, find the first 3 terms in the ascending powers of x and the expansion of 1 minus 3 x power 4. So the first term is 1 power 4 plus 4c1. 1 power is 3 and minus 3x plus 4c2. 1 power is 2 and minus 3x square up to so on. This is 1 plus 4c1 is 4c1 is 4. 1 cube is 1 minus 3x. What is 4c2? Is 6. 1 square is 1. 3 square is 9 and x square up to so on. So the first 3 terms are 1 minus 3 times 4 is 12x and plus 6 times 9. This is my 54x square up to so on. So these are the first 3 terms, right? Now for part C, hence find the coefficient of x square in the expansion of the product of these two. Okay, so we have to find the coefficient of x square. So let me do the product of the first and the second term. So the first 3 terms we have, for the first term is this and the product, and for the second term is 1 minus 12x plus 54x square. We have to find the coefficient of x square, right? So first we have to times by 1. This is 1, this is x, and this is x square. So 54x square, right? And then 10x is multiplying, this is x square, minus 10x times 12x, okay, and then plus 40x square, right? Okay, this is equals to 54x square minus 120x square and plus 40x square. So simplifying the coefficients, we have 54 minus 120 and 40, which is minus 26 x square. So from here, coefficient of x square is minus 26, right? Question number 4. A large industrial water tank is such that when depth of the water in the tank is x meter. So now depth of the water we have given is x meters. The volume V in meter cube of the water in the tank is given by, this is the volume, right? Water is being pumped into the tank at a constant rate of 3.6 meter cube per hour. So what is this? Meter cube per hour. So and the rate we have given, so this is dv over dt. We have given v value is 243.1 by 3 into 9 minus x whole cube, and we have given the rate of change of volume with respect to time. This is 3.6 meter cube per hour, right? Find the rate of increase of depth of the water. Depth of the water is x, and we have to find its rate dx when the depth is 4 meter, giving your answer in centimeter per minute. Okay, so basically we have to find we have to calculate dx, the depth of the water with respect to time per minute. When x is equal, depth is 4, So what is the formula? So dx over dv times dv over dt, right? We have dv over dt, but we have to find dx over dv. So let me calculate this. Okay, so dv over dx, right? So this derivative is 0, minus 1 by 3 is as it is, power rule 3, 9 minus x, this is 3 minus 1, which is square, and the derivative is minus 1. So 3 is cancelled with 3, minus times minus is plus, so 9 minus x whole square. Now find at x is equals to 4. So when x is equals to 4, we have dv over dx at x is equals to 4 meters. We have 9 minus 4 whole square, right? Now let me calculate this. 9 minus 4 and its square is 25. So this is 25, right? We substituted 4 meters because the depth we have given in meters, the x is 4 meters, so this is in meters square because of this square, right? Now let me substitute into the formula. So we can say that dx over dt, this is equals to dx over dv. dv by dx is given, dx over dv is 1 over 25 meter square, multiply v derivative with respect to t is 3.6 meter cube per hour. So meter square and meter cube, this is cancelled, right? So we are left with 3.6 over 25 is 0.144. Okay, this is equals to 0.144 meter per hour, right? So but we need to find the answer in terms of centimeter per minute. Okay, meters into centimeters, right? So we know that 1 meter has 100 centimeters, right? And 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. So how can we calculate this? So from here we can say dx over dt, this would be equals to 0.144. Now meters, 1 meter into centimeter, so we can say 100 centimeters, though it is divide per, so 1 hour into 60 minutes, so 60 minutes, right? Times 100 divided by 60, which is equals to 0.24. So this would be 0.24 centimeter per minute, right? Question number 5, the diagram shows a curve which has a maximum point at 812 and a minimum point at 80. The curve is the result of applying a combination of two transformation to a circle, right? The first transformation applied is a translation, that is 7 units to the right and 3 units down. The second transformation applied is a stretch in y direction, right? Now for part A, state the scale factor of the stretch. Okay, as we have given that the stretch is only in y direction, it means the x stays the same, right? Okay, so if I can calculate this distance and this distance, how much is this distance? From 6 to 10, this distance is 4, right? So we have 4 from 6 to 10, right? And but here we have from 0 to 12, this distance is 12. Okay, so the diameter of a circle, x stays the same because the stretch is only in the x direction. It means the diameter of a circle is 4 units, but the radius of a circle is 2 units, the half of a diameter, right? Okay, so if the radius of a circle is 2 units, but now the radius is stretch is in y direction, so it is 12, right? So if it is 12, so we have this would diameter should be also equals to 4, so 4 times 3 makes 12, right? So we can do 12 as 4 times 3, so timing by 3, so the scale factor of stretch is 3 is a scale factor of stretch, right? Now for part B, state the radius of the original circle. So again, the original circle radius, as you guys can see, the diameter is 4, so the radius is half of a diameter, which is 2 units. Right. Now for part C, state the coordinates of the center of a circle after the translation has been completed but before the stretch is applied. We need to find the coordinates of center of the circle after the translation. Right. So we have a coordinates 8, 0 and 8, 12. Right. So we have 8, 0 and 8, 12. These are the coordinates after the stretch. Now before stretch, we have to find the coordinates before stretch is applied. So means stretch is applied in y direction by a factor of 3. So what we have to do, we can do 8, 0 over 3 and 8 and 12 over 3. So this is 8, 0 and we have 8, 4. Okay, this point is 8, 0 and 8, 4 is this point, right? So we have this circle and we have to find the center of a circle. So mean the center is 8, 2, right? So the center of a circle after before the stretch is 8, 2. This is the center of a circle. Now for part D, state the coordinates of center of the original circle. Center of origin, this is a center of a circle after translation. So we have a translation 7 units to the right and 3 units down, right? So this is the coordinates of center are 8 and 2 after translation. So we have to find the center before translation, that is for the original. So the center before translation, it is 7 units to the right. So in 8 we subtract 7 and in 2 we add 3 because we have to do the opposite, right? So we are subtracting 7, we are moving back 7 and we are moving up 3 units, right? Okay, so the center is now 1 and 5, the original circle. Question number 6, it is given that alpha is cos inverse of 8 over 17. So what is cos alpha? Which is 8 over 17. Find without using the trigonometric functions on your calculator the exact value of 1 over sin alpha plus 1 over tan alpha. We have cos alpha, we use the identity cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. This would be equals to 1. So what is sin square alpha? Sin square alpha is 1 minus cos square of alpha, which is 8 over 17 whole square. Right. Now let me calculate 8 over 17. It's square 1 minus answer, which is equals to 225 over 289. Now let me take a square root of answer 15 over 17, which is sin alpha is 15 over 17, right? Okay, now the next thing is we have to find 1 over sine and 1 over tan alpha. So first this is a sine alpha. Now let me calculate tan alpha. Tan alpha is sine alpha over cos alpha, right? We have a sine 15 over 17. We have cos, which is 8 over 17. So the tangent is 15 over 8, right? Okay, now the next thing, let me simplify that value. 1 over sine alpha plus 1 over tan alpha, doing a reciprocal of sine and tan. This is tangent and this is sine, right? Okay, the reciprocal of sine is 1 over sine is 17 over 15 and this would be 8 over 15. Now let me calculate this. 17 plus 8 divides 15 is 5 by 3. The exact value is 5 by 3 for this expression, right? Question number 7. The curve y equals to f of x is such that its first derivative is given, right? Part A, the tangent at a point. Tangent is basically the gradient f prime of x. At a point on the curve where x is equals to a has a gradient minus 16 over 27. Find the possible values of a. So we have given the tangent is f prime of a. The tangent at a point on the curve where x equals to a, this is minus 3 over a plus 2 whole power 4, and this is equals to minus 16 over 27. We have to find the possible values of a, right? So let me do the cross multiplication here. So we have negative 3 times 27 and negative 16 times a plus 2 whole power 4. Okay, so we can cancel the negative signs. 3 times 27 is 81. over 16. This is a plus 4, 2 whole power 4. Sorry. Okay, now let me do the power 1 by 4 on both sides. The fourth root of this, fourth root of 81 over 16, which is equals to a plus 2 power 4 times 1 by 4. So just power is 1. So we can say 81 divides 16 and it's fourth root, not cube root. We have to calculate the fourth root of 81 over 16, 3 by 2 with the plus minus. So we can say a plus 2 is plus minus 3 by 2. We have two answers for a plus 2. So from here, a plus 2 is 3 by 2, or a plus 2 is negative 3 by 2. Right. So from here, a is 3 by 2 minus 2, or a is minus 3 by 2 minus 2. Right. 3 by 2 minus 2 is minus 1 by 2. Right. And minus 3 by 2 minus 2 is minus 7 by 2. So these are the two possible values of a, which is minus 1 by 2 and minus 7 by 2. Now for part B, find f of x given that the curve passes through the point minus 1, 5. Right. We have f prime of x, which is minus 3 into x plus 2 power minus 4. Right. We have to find f prime of x, right? So what we have, f of x, sorry. So we have to integrate on both sides. This is f of x, minus 3 is outside, right? So the integration, we have to do the power rule. X plus 2 power is minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 over minus 3 plus the constant of integration. Minus 3 is cancelled with minus 3. So we have f of x is 1 over x plus 2 whole cube plus c. Now to find the constant of integration, substituting the point, which is minus 1, 5. X is minus 1, y is 5. So we can say 5 is 1 over minus 1 plus 2 whole cube plus c. Right. So minus 1 plus 2 whole cube is minus 1 plus 2 is 1. 1 cube is 1. 1 over 1 is 1. So 5 minus 1 would be 4. So c is 4 here. So when c is 4, the equation of curve is f of x equals to 1 over x plus 2 whole cube plus 4. This is the equation for curve. Question number 8. The diagram shows two identical circles intersecting at points A and B with centers P and Q. P and Q are the centers of a circle. The radius of each circle is r. P to A, P to B is r. Q to A, Q to B is r. And the distance PQ, P to Q, this distance is 5 by 3 radius. Part A, find the parameter of the shaded region in terms of r. So what is a parameter of the shaded region? This is a shaded region. The parameter is from A to B this side and from A to B this side, right? So this is, if we consider this arc, sector of a circle, sorry, if I join P with B and P with A, okay, so as you can see, we need to find this angle. We need to find this arc length, which is radius times theta, and same we have to do for the other sector, radius times theta. So we have a radius, but we don't know theta. So let me calculate the value of theta first. So if I break this at O, so P, O, and Q from the midpoint, right, it is divided into half. So we can say 5 by 3 divided into half is 5 by 6 r. So this side is 5 over 6 r, and this side is also 5 by 6 r. Right. Okay, so it is a right angle triangle. We have to find this angle. So let me draw this separately over here. This will be easy to understand. Okay, so this is A, this is O, and this is P. This is radius. We need to find this angle, and this is 5 by 6 radius. What is this angle theta? We have opposite side, adjacent, and hypotenuse. We can say cos of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent side is 5 by 6 radius over hypotenuse is the radius. Radius is cancelled with radius, so we have 5 over 6. And what is theta? Theta is cos inverse of 5 by 6. Cos inverse of 5 by 6, which is 33.55, 33.6 we can say. Degrees, right? We can do in degrees or in radians. This is, let me do in radians. Yes. Converting my calculator into radians. Cos inverse of 5 by 6, 0 0.585, 0 0.5857 we can say. Theta is 0 0.5857 radians, because we are doing the formula of radians for the arc length, right? So we have this angle, we got this angle theta, but for this sector we need the whole angle APB, right? So we can say the angle APB is 2 times of this angle, because both are identical. 0.5857. Okay, so we have to times by 2, which is angle is equals to 1.17 radians. Since both the circles are identical, right, so this angle is all, the other angle is also 1.17 radians, right? So let me calculate the arc length of the sector, arc length AB for PAB, for PAB, this sector, which is radius times theta. Radius we have given is r and theta is 1.17. This is 1.17 r, right? And for other arc length AB for the other sector, QAB, for QAB, radius times theta, again the radius is r, theta is 1.17, which is 1.17 r. Now we have to find the parameter of the shaded region. For parameter of the shaded region, we have to add the 2 arc lengths, right, which is 2 times of r into 1.17, right? In terms of radius, we have to calculate times by 2, which is 2.34 radians. Not radians, in terms of r, sorry. 2.34 r. This is a parameter of the shaded region in terms of r, right? Now for part B, find the area of the shaded region in terms of R. So as you can see, the shaded region is this, right? In terms of R, we have to find its area. So let me draw the sectors separately, right? And combining with the point. Okay, so this is the first sector we can say, and this sector is P, A, and B, right? Okay, we have this sector. So if I join the straight line here, we need to find this shaded area, right? As you guys can see, for this sector just this portion, and for the other sector the same thing, right? So basically we have to find the area of a sector and subtract the area of this triangle, right? We will get the area of this shaded portion, and for the other shaded portion we have to do the same thing, area for this sector, because they are both triangles are circles are identical. So area of this sector, and then draw the straight line, subtract the area of a triangle, we will get this shaded portion, right? So basically we have to just times by 2. Okay, so let me solve this. So we can say that the shaded area is 2 times area of sector minus area of triangle, right? Okay, so 2 times, what is area of sector? Half radius square, which is r square, and what is the value of theta? We got theta, which is we have the value of theta, the whole theta, 1.17 radians. No, for the whole sector, yes, which is 1.17 radians. Subtract area of a triangle, half the two sides, which is r and r, so r square, and sine of the angle, which is 1.17 radians, right? So 2 into, let me calculate this, 1.17 divided by 2, 0.585 r square, okay, and sine of 1.17 divided by 2, which is 0.46 r square, 0 r square. Okay, now we have to do 0.585, subtract answer. This is in terms of r square, so 2 times 0.1246 r square, and times by 2, we have 0.250 if we round it, 0.250 r square. So this is a shaded area. Let me explain you one more time. So this is a sector of a circle. So what I did, I calculated the area of the whole sector and subtract the area of this triangle. The same thing for the other. We have the area for the other sector. We have to find this portion, right? So we have to do the area of the other circle because both the circles are identical. Subtract the area of the triangle. So that is why I times by 2, because both the circles are identical, which is given in our question. Question number 9, the first term of an arithmetic progression, geometric progression, is 216 and the fourth term is 64. Find the sum to infinity of the progression. Okay, so the geometric progression has a formula a(n) equals to a r power n minus 1. So the first term a is, we have 216, and the fourth term, which is a r power 3, which is 64. So what is r cube? Which is 64 over the a value, which is 216. Okay, so 64 divides 216, which is equals to 8 over 27. So r cube is 8 over 27. 8 is a cube of, we have to do the cube root of answer. So r value is equals to 2 by 3. Right, we have to find sum to infinity of this progression. It has a formula s infinity equals to a over 1 minus r. So we have the a value and we have the r value, so just substitute it. A is 216 over 1 minus 2 by 3. Okay, so 1 minus answer, which is 1 by 3. So 216 over 1 by 3, which is s infinity, or s infinity is 216 times 3 by 1 times by 3, which is 648. 648 is sum to infinity of the progression. The second term of the geometric progression, a n equals to a r power n minus 1. This is equals to the second term of arithmetic progression, which is a n equals to a in plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so we have given that the second term of geometric is equals to second term of arithmetic. Second term of geometric is a r. This is equals to a, and 2 minus 1 a plus d. This information we have given, right? The third term of geometric progression is equals to the fifth term of the same arithmetic progression. So third term is a r square. This is equals to a plus 4d. Right, find the sum of the first 21 terms of the arithmetic progression. For arithmetic progression, we need the a value and the d value, and then we can find out the sum easily, right? Okay, so for geometric progression, we have given the information from part A that we have the first term, we got 216, and the ratio, the common ratio is 2 by 3. So using these information, we can easily find the a and the d value. So from here, we can say a plus d, this is equals to 216 times 2 by 3, right? What is 216 times 2 divides 3, which is 144. and a plus 4d, this is 216 times 2 square over 3 square. Okay, so we have 2 by 3. Okay, 2 by 3 and its square times 216, 96. Right. Okay, now let me solve these two simultaneous equations by subtracting. Subtract two equations. So we have a plus d is 144 and a plus 4d is 96. So when we subtract, we have to change the signs. So this is cancelled. We have negative 3d, and this would be equals to 144 minus 96, 48. 48 divides negative 3 is negative 16. So the d value is minus 16. Let me solve for the a value, the first term. So a is 144 minus d. A is 144 plus 16. Minus times minus is plus. 144 plus 16, which is 160. So a is 160. Now let me find the sum of first 21 terms of a arithmetic progression. Okay, so S21 equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Right. So this is 21 by 2. 2 times 160, 320. We have 320 here. 21 minus 1 is 20 times minus 16, which is minus 320. 320 minus 320 is 0. So the sum of first 21 terms of arithmetic progression is equals to 0. Question number 10. The diagram shows the circle x square plus y square equals to 2 and a straight line y equals to 2x minus 1 intersecting at points A and B. So the line intersects the circle at point A and B. The point D on the x-axis is such that D is a point on x-axis. A to D is perpendicular to x-axis. Part A, find the coordinates of A. So to find the coordinates of A, since we have to find the point of intersection of the circle and the line, so let's do this. We have x square plus y square is 2x minus 1 whole square. This is equals to 2. So x square plus 4x square and plus 1 minus 4x minus 2, this is equals to 0. So 5x square minus 4x minus 1, this is equals to 0, right? So now let me solve for x by doing factorization. 1 times 5 is 5 and minus 5 plus 1 makes 4. 5x square minus 5x plus x minus 1 equals to 0, right? Further simplification, taking 5x common, x plus x minus 1, taking 1 common, x minus 1 equals to 0. So x minus 1 and 5x plus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to 1 and x is equals to minus 1 over 5. Yes. Okay, so as you can see here, the a coordinates are positive, so we have to pick the positive one, right? So when x is 1, what is the y? So y is equals to 2x minus 1. So y equals to 2 times 1 minus 1, y equals to 2 minus 1, y is also equals to 1, right? So the x a is xy, which is equals to 1, 1. Okay, so here the a coordinates, x is 1 and the y is 1, right? Now for part B, find the volume of revolution when the shaded region is rotated through 360 degree about x-axis, giving your answer in the form of pi by a into b square root of c minus d, where a, b, c and d are integers. Okay, so volume of revolution has a formula about x-axis is integration from a to b pi y square with respect to dx, right? So this shaded region we have to find. So what is y square from here? Y square is equals to 2 minus x square. And about x-axis, so here if a x coordinate is 1, so AD is perpendicular, its x coordinate is also 1, and this point is 2 because the circle the radius is 2, right? So they're between 0 to 2, so we have to the r square is 2 and this is square root of 2. This point is square root of 2. From this to this point, 1 to square root of 2. So we have to integrate it. So we can say volume of revolution is from 1 to b, 1 to square root of 2 pi y square is 2 minus x square dx. V is pi. The integration is 2x minus x cube over 3 from 1 to square root of 2. Right, let me calculate this by substituting the limits. We have pi, the upper limit is 2 square root of 2 minus square root of 2 whole cube over 3 minus pi, the lower limit is 2 minus 1 over 3. Okay, now v would be equals to pi is outside. We have 2 square root of 2. What is square root of 2 cube? Square root of 2 and its cube is 2 square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 2 over 3 minus pi and 2 minus 1 by 3. 1 by 3 and 2 minus. Answer is 5 by 3. Okay, so let me take pi common. So v equals to pi is common. We have 2 square root of 2 and 2 square root of 2. 1 minus 1 by 3. 2 by 3. 2 by 3 into 2 square root of 2 minus 5 by 3. Right. Further simplification, we can take v equals to pi by 3 outside. We have 4 square root of 2 minus 5, which is in terms of pi by a, which is pi by 3, b square root of c, 4 square root of 2, and minus d, which is minus 5. So, and a, b, c, d are all integers, right? Now for part C, find an exact expression for the parameter of the shaded region. Okay, so look at this shaded region. We need to find the parameter from A, this arc length, A to D, and D to this, right? These are the parameter of the shaded region, right? Okay, so let me consider one thing. If I connect A with O and O with this circumference and this, we have to find this theta and then we can do the arc length. So if I consider this triangle, right? So considering this triangle, A coordinates are 1, 1 and D coordinates x is 1 and the y coordinate is 0. So this distance is 1 and this 0 to 1, this distance is also 1, right? So this is a right angle triangle. We can find this angle theta. So we can say that opposite over hypotenuse. So we can say tan theta is opposite is 1 and adjacent is also 1. So theta is tan inverse of 1 and tan inverse of 1 is 45 degree, or we can say pi by 4. So this angle is pi by 4, right? Now let me find the arc length of this sector A to this point, right? So let me calculate the arc length, which is radius times theta. So we can say arc length is radius times theta. So what is the radius? The radius r square is 2, so this whole radius is square root of 2, right? So we have radius is square root of 2 and theta is pi by 4. So we have square root of 2 pi by 4, right? Okay, so we have done with this arc length. Now A to D, this distance is 1. Now what is this distance? Now let me write down the parameter. Parameter is the arc length, which is square root of 2 pi by 4 plus the distance A to D. You can see A to D. This is 1, 1, 1, 0. So the y distance is just 1. So adding 1 plus this distance D to this point. Okay. So as we know that this whole distance from the 0 to this circumference, this is square root of 2 and this is 1. So what is this? Square root of 2 minus 1. right? So let me write this down. This distance is square root of 2 minus 1. We can subtract plus 1 and minus 1 is cancel out. So this is equals to square root of 2 plus square root of 2 pi by 4, right? Or we can say that we can take square root of 2 common and 1 plus pi by 4. So this is the exact expression for the parameter of the shaded region. Now question number 11, the coordinates of point A, B and C are A, B and C where P is a constant. Given part A, given that AC and BC are equal in length, find the value of the fraction P. Okay, so AC and BC, these are equal in length. So we have to use a distance formula, the length between the 2 points or distance between 2 points, right? So the formula for distance, or we can say the length between the 2 points, is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? With the square root. Now we have given that the length of AC and BC are equal. So we can say length AC, this is equals to length of BC, right? So the length of A to C, this is a point A and this is a point C. So 2P minus 5 whole square plus, we can cancel the square roots if we do the square of lengths on both sides. Okay, and we have P plus 2 whole square. And BC is 2P minus 10 whole square plus we have P minus 3 whole square, right? Now let me simplify. We have 4P square, 5 square is 25, minus 2AB. So minus 2 times A times B, this is minus 20B. Plus P square plus 4 plus 4P. This is equals to 4P square plus 100 and minus 2AB, minus 2 times 10P, minus 40P. Plus P square plus 9 minus 6P, right? Simplify, we have 5P square. And then the P terms from 20, take away 4 is minus 16P. 25 plus 4 is 29. This would be equals to 5P square, right? And the P terms are minus 10P. 100 plus 9 is 109, right? We can cancel 5P square and 5P square on both sides. So minus 16P square plus 29 minus plus 10P minus 109. This is equals to 0, shifting the terms on the left side, right? Okay, this is not P square, this is P, sorry. Okay, from 10 take away 16 is minus 6P. Okay, and 29 minus 109, which is minus 80. This would be equals to 0. Sorry, I did the mistake. I put 4P here. So 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 10 is 40P. So now minus 40P and minus 6P is minus 46P. Right. Now it would be positive 46P. Right. And then 46 take away 16 is 30P. Right. So 30P, this is 30 again, 80. And P would be equals to 80 over 30. And in terms of fraction, the P value is 8 by 3. Right. Now for part B, it is now given instead that AC is perpendicular to BC. And that P is an integer. Part 1, find the value of P. Okay, so if AC is perpendicular to BC, it means the product of their slope must be equals to -1, right? We have to find the slope of AC, right? And then we have to do times the product of BC, and this would be equals to -1, right? Let me find the slope. So the slope of AC is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1. Here we have P plus 2 over 2P minus 5 times BC, which is p minus 3 over 2p minus 10. This is equals to negative 1. We have to find the value for p, right? So what we have to do, we need to do the cross multiplication here. Yes, so p plus 2 is multiplying with 2p minus 10. No need to do the cross multiplication, sorry. We can multiply the numerators and the denominators, right? Numerators and the cross multiplication minus 2p minus 5 times 2p minus 10, right? Let me use a distributive property. P square minus 3p plus 2p minus 6. This would be equals to negative of 2 times 2 is 4p square minus 2 times 5, 2 times 10 would be 20p minus 2 times 5 is 10p and plus 50. So here we have p square and minus p minus 6, and here we have negative 4p square minus 30p and plus 50, right? Now shift this term on the other side. P square minus p minus 6, this would be plus 4p square minus 30p and plus 50. This would be equals to 0. Shift whole the term, negative changes to positive, right? And the sign inside the bracket stays the same. So we have 5p square minus 31p and 50 take away 6 would be 44. This would be equals to 0, right? Now let me factorize this. We have 5 times 44 is 220, and if I can do 20 times 11 is 220, and 20 negative 20 negative 11 is negative 31. 5p square minus 20p minus 11p plus 44, this is equals to 0, right? Now the next step is we can take the terms common. 5p is common, yes. So we are left with p minus 4, and negative 11 is common, p minus 4. This would be equals to 0. We have 2 factors, p minus 4 and 5p minus 11. This is equals to 0. So putting both factors equals to 0, p minus 4 equals to 0 and 5p minus 11 equals to 0. And we have to find the value of p, but it is given that p should be an integer, right? Okay, so from here we have p equals to 4, and here p equals to 11 over 5. This is in fraction, so this is the integer value. So only answer is p equals to 4, right? Now the second part says that find the equation of circle which passes through A, B, C, giving your answer in the form of this, where A, B, C are constants, right? It passes through the points A, B, C. So it is a part of B, which we have given that AC is perpendicular to BC, right? So if AC is perpendicular to BC and ABC passes are the points on the circumference of a circle, this is the center of a circle. So if I can say this is a point A, this is B, and we have a point C which is perpendicular to AC is perpendicular to BC, the 90-degree angle A to C. I can take a point C here. AC is perpendicular to BC. This is a right angle, right? Okay, we have to find the equation of a circle. The first thing is we have to find the center of a circle. So the center of a circle is basically the midpoint of AB, right? We have to find the midpoint of AB. So A has a coordinate 5. A is 5 minus 2. And B coordinates are 10 and 3. So for circle we need center and the radius, right? So let me find the center of a circle, which is 5 plus 10, adding x coordinate, dividing by 2, and 2 plus 3 divides 2. Sorry, this is minus 2, right? So the center is we have 5 plus 10 divided by 2. This is 7.5. and this is 3 minus 2 divided by 2 is 1 by 2 or 0.5. This is the center of a circle, right? Now let me find the radius of a circle. The radius of a circle is the distance between the center and the point B, right? So the radius is the distance between the center to B, right? So this is square root of B and the center, right? So x2 minus x1 whole square, we can say 10 minus 7.5 whole square plus 3 minus 0.5 whole square with the square root. Okay, so what is r square? 10 minus 7.5, its square is 6.25, and 3 minus 0.5, its square is 6.25 plus 6.25 plus 6.25, which is 25 by 2, or we can say 12.5. Radius is 12.5, or we can also say 25 by 2. Now the equation of a circle is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equals to radius square. A and b are the coordinates of the center, right? So we can say that x minus 7.5, sorry, not 0, 7.5 whole square, y minus 0.5 whole square equals to radius square is 25 over 2, or 12.5, and we have to convert this into this form. So let me open the squares. So we have x square, right, and sorry, we have 7.5 square is 225 over 4 minus 2ab. So 2 times 7.5, which is 15, minus 15x, plus y square, 2.5 square is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, and 2 times 2.5, which is 1y, just y, and minus 25 by 2 equals to 0, right? So here we have x square plus y square, and the x term is minus 15x, the y term is plus y, and what are the constant terms? 2 to 5 by 4, and 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, and minus 25 by 2. This is 44, which is plus 44. This is equals to 0. So this is the equation of circle in the form of x square plus y square plus ax plus by plus c, and abc are constants, right? So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.